everyone has played the game before. And if you haven't, you've probably seen someone play one before. Now, have you ever wondered what process makes the games you play? That process is called video game design. And if you're interested enough, I'm here to tell you about two of the programs that are pieces of the process. And as a junior who is going through his second year of video game design, I have practiced with and used these programs in assignments before. The first program involves the coding that goes into our game. That program is called Microsoft Visual Studios. And like I said before, it handles the coding that goes on in our game. However, this coding usually has a foundation. That foundation is four variables that are used in the coding. I'm here to tell you about them. The first variable is an integer. An integer is a variable that has a value of a whole number, say 12, 74, and 83. Now, variables usually have a name to go with them that corresponds with something in the game. Integers usually have names that go with, say, a player's health, specifically stated as just health. Or in other cases, it'll relate to the player's ammunition or ammo. The next variable is a float or floats. Floats are decimals. They're not whole numbers. And because of that, floats are usually given attributes that are or given names that relate to, say, money, because money is never really it can has the potential to not be a whole number. So you give it to a float. The third variable is one of the two variables that do not require a numerical value. That variable is a string. A string is a text, say dialogue, or say a player's name, or an object's name. That's what a string is. A string can also be used to make the inventories that we in the games we play using an array. The fourth variable is called bool. Now, as you may have guessed, bool is the second variable that has a non-numerical value. Bools bools are in their own category. Instead of say text or like I said numerical values, it uses true or false statements. And the name that I said are usually associated with variables usually is what this statement is applied to. Say that you have the statement alive. If you say that alive is true, then that means that whatever this variable is talking about, say it be a monster or the player, that means that as long as it says true, that means that monster or character is alive. However, if it ever switches to false, then that means that that character or monster is now dead. And if you look right here you can see an integer saying ammo, health, and here where it says bool and alive is true, saying that you will be alive in that case. And the string for the array is inventory. Now, that just makes it a standard inventory. Nothing else will happen. Continuing on, while there is coding, there is also a program that makes up the three objects of our game. That one is called Autodesk Maya. Autodesk Maya is, like I said, something that is a programming software, or sorry, a 3D modeling software that uses its 3D modeling software that is used to make the 3D objects and items in our games. Now, if you look at creativeblock.com and you go to their 3D panel, you will see an article that states that Autodesk Maya is, as of September 8th, 2020, the number one 3D modeling software used in the world. And I have recently used Autodesk Maya in one of my assignments, making a Warhammer. And I'm going to tell you about some of the features Maya had to help me do that. The first feature I want to talk about is that Maya is able to create whatever kind of 3D object you need, whether it be a cube or a pyramid. And with that, it has various tools that allow you to change what place it's at, moving it, rotate it, or scale the object to your whim. This is what helped me create the head and shaft of my Warhammer in my assignment. Another feature of Maya Another feature of Maya is to another feature of Maya is to another feature of Maya is to look to the side and you will see a button that allows you to make 3 additional panels to your original. These panels give you perspectives of your 3D object from side, top, and front. However, this feature usually comes hand in hand with Maya's ability to import a picture from your computer, where so you can digitize a picture of the um, object that you're making that you may have drawn out that you want it to look like, and then you can put that in Maya and have it imported, and use those other panels to show you what it looks like as a reference. This helped me be more accurate with how I wanted my Warhammer to look like. And one of the last features I want to talk about that helped me in my assignment was the fact that, like with the picture, you can import a texture into Maya. Now, and into our texture in Maya and apply it to your object. However, Maya also has a feature about UVs. UVs can allow you to change how your texture shows up on your object. This is what allows video game designers to smooth out and choose out textures and make them more realistic looking in the games we play. In conclusion, Microsoft Visual Studios and Autodesk Maya are 2 important pieces in the video game design field. Microsoft Visual Studios handles the scripting of the features that goes into our game, whether it be how much damage we take or how long our character can hold our breath underwater. It uses those variables I previously mentioned as a foundation to do it. Autodesk Maya is what video game designers use to give us those objects and items in our games that give it the feel of a real world. Hopefully, this speech gave you a bit of info on these 2 programs and a little bit of a look into the process of video game design. Thank you very much for coming. Hope you have a great day.